How are you doing?
We're good.
I just wanted to put my 2 cents worth in about the Carter acquisition. I myself like it. Like you guys said, they didn't give up a heck of a lot. They wanted a bottom 6 player that was big. That's who they got. And what I like, the guy still has a decent offensive skills. Now we're gonna have to wait because the only question I have we're gonna have to look at is he could turn out to be the next Billy Guerin at 36, but still be able to play well, or he could be the next Jerome McGinley, who turned out to be a complete bust.
I thought O'Ginla played well when he first got here, though. You know, I mean, I think he was miscast, to be honest with you, and I think that hurt him, and Dan Bilesman didn't put him in the right position. That's just my take on that. I've heard it from others, Chris. But as far as what he can offer, you know, he could play right wing, he could play center. He's a big dude. He's not afraid to shoot. I think it's a good point you made about who sets up a guy like that, because now I would want the Bluger line to be intact the way I know it and like it. And that would leave who? Rodriguez on that line, McCann on that line. Who else is on that line?
Rodriguez is a shooter. McCann's a shooter. Zucker, you know, is a guy that wants to shoot. So they have a bunch of guys that want to shoot and put the puck on the net, which is wonderful. But you just really ideally would need somebody to set them up. And I just don't think there's anybody that fits that bill. But Carter shouldn't be Iginla. Iginla was a right winger. The Penguins miscast him. He did average just about a point per game, even through the playoffs that year. The problem with Iginla was with all those massive expectations and him being this huge name, this all-time hockey guy, like just one of the league's most famous and best players of this generation and really any. You have a guy not be able to score against a team that essentially shuts you out in a series, and that's why people remember the Iginla trade with such disdain. The Penguins were cruising that year, and then it all hit a brick wall. But Carter can play more than one position. He's not going to be like Billy Guerin was, asked to play with Sidney Crosby. This is a relatively low-pressure move, and I'll tell you what, the sneaky best thing it might do for the Penguins is if they can get everybody healthy, they can make that Bluger line a true fourth line, and then if they can roll 12 forwards that way, I would say watch out, because they would have the kind of depth that would give any team in the NHL problems in a 7-game series.
Especially physical ones like Washington and Boston, and they're going to need that. I also think it was interesting that Ron Hextall today in his Zoom interview talked about how they didn't want to mess up the chemistry. He believes that this team, you know, convinced him that they didn't need a major overhaul in any way. So I think that's encouraging as well. Let's go to John in Brentwood, who joins us. What's up, John? How are you?
I just wanted to thank you for the Hideki Matsuyama pick. That was brilliant. How did you do that?
I miss a lot too. You know, I just happen to like the guy.
Is this call a plant? Is this call a plant? Did you have somebody call in just so they could tout your Matsuyama pick?
No.
I know.
Before the tournament started.
I know. I was on the air for that. I was standing right here in this same position, and I watched him pull that rabbit out of the hat.
All I wanted to say was that the guy's been playing very well in high-stakes games. You know, and when it comes down to it, his ball striking is terrific, and he won the tournament, not yesterday. He won it on the back nine Saturday. But anyway, go ahead, John. What else?
No, just thanks a lot. I'm going to have to cue in when you have the Kiawah Island PGA Championship.
I'm afraid to even talk.
I think you have like 4 in a row win picks here.
Nah, you know, golf is hard. You know, thanks for the call, though, John. You know, Chris, it is. You get so many guys capable, and all it takes is we saw on 16, Schauffele, for whatever reason, hits an 8-iron and he doesn't hit it. He said he hit it well, but obviously misclubbed it or miscalculated the wind, whatever the case. You can't put the ball in the water. You know, Matsuyama's coming off a bogey where he hit one in the water. You're down 2. Just put it where you have a chance on the green. He got so into, you know, pin hunting that he cost himself a triple bogey on that hole, which is ridiculous.
Well, the thing that gets me is pin hunting doesn't do anything for you on 16 at Augusta National. You lay it out to the right on Sunday, and then the ball trickles down the hill. Like, that's what really baffled me about Schauffele's decision. Like, what is there to be gained by pin hunting there?
Well, the problem is if you go where Matsuyama was, that's not an easy putt. You have to putt it almost sideways, and it's going to lead to a bogey in most cases. So he probably thought, I got to make up time right now, and I'm going to go for it.
I get it. These guys are the best in the world for a reason. They can hit that area on the green. So I don't know what Schauffele was thinking there. Zalatoris is the one that bums me out. The guy's like 135 pounds, just absolutely stripes the ball. He's going to win majors, and that makes me sad. I'm 36, he's 24. I don't know. It gets me thinking about things.
Yeah, and he made about $1.2 million, so he's 24 and he's got a lot more ahead of him.
Pretty nice.
I wonder how much Matsuyama's going to make. Answer that when I come back, because right now it's time for the Tri-State Office Furniture tweet of the day, and this is a dangerous Twitter site right here. It's called Freezing Cold Takes. We've probably all been on here. From the day the original tweet, I think we all knew this was eventually headed for. This is back in 2018. The Kings tweeted out, why would any team ever trade Jeff Carter? And today, of course, the Penguins acquired Jeff Carter. That's your Freezing Cold Takes. Tri-State Office Furniture tweet of the day. When we come back, more conversation with you at 412-575-2600. We're right here live on Pittsburgh CW.